This is 5 on your side at 6. Focused on you.
First at 6, a local basketball coach in the hospital as his team competes for a state championship. The Incarnate Word Academy girls basketball team won the semifinals last night, shortly after their coach suffered a medical emergency. Thank you for joining us. I'm Brent Solomon. The coach was quickly rushed to the hospital where he is continuing his fight to recover. Corey Miller joins us now with more details. Corey.
That's right, Brent. The Red Knights are actually playing for the Class 6 state title against Kickapoo right now in Columbia, while their coach, Dan Rolfus, is in the hospital. Certainly a world of emotions for those players who have been making history with every win this season. Here's a statement the school released ahead of today's championship game, thanking everybody for their prayers and asking for privacy for the family. Dan Rolfus is one of the most successful coaches in Missouri high school sports history. The 52-year-old has guided the Red Knights to 12 state championships during his tenure, and if they win today, it will be the school's 7th state title in a row. Incarnate is also currently riding a state record win streak of 130 wins in a row. They have not lost a game since 2020. Our Annie Krall is in Columbia for the game, and we'll have more on this story tonight, including a reaction from the team coming up at 10. Brent?
All right, Corey, thank you. Right now, Pagedale police are investigating a deadly shooting last night. Chief Anthony Huckleberry tells us 2 men got into a fight on Ferris Avenue and pulled out guns. 1 man died. The other went to the hospital with serious injuries. Charges are pending. The men have not been identified. Well, Friday, Pagedale police began handling all service calls for Velda City. The 3 police officers that made up Velda City's department all resigned yesterday. They cite financial hardships and differences with city leaders. The Velda City Police Department also served Floridale Hills. We're told St. Louis County Police will patrol that town. Well, traffic is moving slowly on 270 near Bell Fountain. A water main break on Dunn Road is causing major flooding on I-270. Multiple lanes near Bell Fountain are now closed. The Missouri American Water Service is working to repair that 16-inch break. It could take hours before things are back to normal. Addressing health conditions that affect some more than others. That's the goal of a community health fair aimed at making sure all communities get the resources they need to save lives. 5 on your side's Travis Cummings shows us the effort underway in St. Louis.
I watch the way I eat. I try to exercise. Like, it completely shifted how I thought about myself and my health.
A hub for a healthier life. And something Trina Williams can appreciate.
We have a family history of chronic kidney disease, high blood pressure, diabetes.
It's what led Williams and her daughter Shia Hill to the Early Childhood Development Center at Harris-Stowe State University Saturday.
Now I'm eating way different from how I used to eat from my childhood. Like, it's drastically different. Like, I don't eat like a lot of red meat, cutting out junk food.
They stopped by the Gateway and the Archway chapters of the Links Incorporated Black Wellness Expo to continue that education. Health and wellness vendors lined up and even voting signups to promote advocacy against health inequities.
This effort here in St. Louis is aimed at addressing chronic kidney disease specifically, which unfortunately African Americans are 3 times more likely to have, according to the Kidney Foundation.
It hits home for Williams' grandmother, a diabetic with hypertension.
She ended up on dialysis, and there was a struggle for her and the family.
And if we can get even 3 generations, that would be good, you know, a mother, daughter, granddaughter.
Make them aware of the risk so they can take charge and manage their health.
A mission that makes sure the resources reach those who need them most.
I think it was like really eye-opening to see all the black doctors on the panel and see like so many of my people like educated in the medical field especially.
Because exposure is important, right?
Yes, it is. Because I want to be a doctor myself, so it's really inspiring to see.
Travis Cummings, 5 on your side.
More than 50 people were able to get free health screenings there. Our own Rennie Knott led the panel at that expo. Is IVF protected in Missouri? The bill hoping to add more clarity to definitions involving frozen embryos. A bill to protect IVF in Missouri is now being discussed in the state Senate. Senator Tracy McCreary's bill would update the state's legal definition of an unborn child. Her measure would make sure any criminal penalties associated with abortion would not apply to frozen embryos that have never been implanted into a mother's womb. We asked Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey his thoughts.
Life begins at conception, and our law should protect innocent life. I also believe that potential parents, individuals who want to be able to have children, should have every means available to them to be able to fulfill that dream of theirs. And so those are policy positions our General Assembly is going to have to reconcile, but I'm here to tell you that life begins at conception and we should be fighting to protect innocent life.
The Missouri law that banned abortion currently defines an embryo as an unborn child. That wording has raised concerns after the Alabama Supreme Court's controversial ruling on frozen embryos. This week, President Biden is opposing the planned sale of U.S. Steel to Nippon Steel. The sale would impact hundreds of workers at the steel plant in Granite City. Shortly after, the Japan-owned company said they are, quote, the right partner to ensure U.S. Steel is successful for generations. Nippon Steel announced in December it plans to buy the steel producer for $14 billion. We'll be right back.